People keep making these easy to make mistakes when they're making their freebies, and it's actually stopping them from making revenue. My client actually made an extra $8,000 a month from just changing these few things with their freebie. Now, the first mistake that I usually see when it comes to freebie mistakes that are making you not hit your revenue goals is that you are targeting the wrong audience. Now, does this scenario sound familiar to you? You spend all day on Canva, you make the best designed ebook ever. It's value packed, front to back, 30 to 40 pages long. You actually get signups from it. People download it, but you get no one actually coming back to become a client of yours. The problem with this mistake is it gives you a false narrative. It makes you believe that this lead magnet is a success. Your lead magnets are to draw leads towards you that will eventually convert into paying clients. And seeing as none of these people are actually signing up for your paid offers, it means that it's not attracting the right leads. Most of the time when this happens, it means your lead magnet is not aligned with your paid offer. And this is where it shows that you haven't actually done your market research, as you are just basically targeting the wrong people. Another problem with this is it will eventually have a knock-on effect on your email statistics, because eventually people will start ignoring your emails because they're not the right audience for you. The next point I want to speak on when it comes to freebie mistakes that are stopping you from hitting your monthly revenue goals is your lead magnet doesn't look appealing. At the end of the day, you know your lead magnet is valuable. You know your lead magnet will definitely help people overcome any problems they actually have or get better at a certain task. But remember, your audience doesn't necessarily know that. And it still means you need to convince them. The best way of convincing them is actually creating a product that people want to look at first. So everything that happens before they actually sign up as a subscriber needs to be on point. From the name of your lead magnet, to the landing page copy, to the pictures you put on, to the brand colors you use. Make sure that every single aspect of it has a purpose and works in harmony to attract people to signing up to your freebie. Now, if you're someone that wants to accelerate your results and build a freebie that will actually bring in revenue to your business on a month-by-month basis, make sure you click the link in the description box below and the comment section, because I have a brilliant free guide for you that will take you through the step-by-step process and all of the things you need to make a stellar lead magnet and freebie for your business. This guide will walk you through all of the benefits and the essential steps to get you started quickly. Again, make sure you click the link in my description box below and the comment section. The next mistake that I see is actually quite common. It's when you have too many lead magnets. Now, at first, this may seem like a great idea to have a lead magnet for every single aspect of your business. But one thing's for certain, when you have too many lead magnets, you are asking people to sign up to too many different things and you're confusing your audience. On top of that, your audience don't fully know what you specialize in. I personally call this lead magnet fever. But one of the biggest downsides to having too many lead magnets is it makes your overall brand message very unfocused. If you have one lead magnet that focuses on fixing the pain point that your business actually solves for people, that powerful lead magnet will be a proper gateway and entry point for every customer, every prospect to your business. It will attract the right kind of leads to your business as well, and will actually make you a lot more money in the long run. Fair enough, having multiple lead magnets that actually cover a huge spectrum of things may sound like a good idea, as it will attract a broader range of people, but the quality of leads you get from that will be a lot lower. Also, you are spending so much time creating multiple lead magnets that actually isn't going to benefit your business in the long run. Personally, I always advise every business to have at least one super targeted, super focused lead magnet that solves one key problem. The next thing that I see when it comes to freebie mistakes that stop you from hitting your monthly revenue goals is your lead magnet is just way too big. It's packed with so much good information, so much knowledge that it's intimidating to your audience. I know you want to help people and I know you want to make sure that people know that you know what you're talking about, but it needs to be focused, it needs to be bite-sized, and it needs to actually entice people to want to come back for more. If you give them everything, they're going to be like, okay, I've got everything now. I don't need anything else from you. You know the saying, you get what you put in. Now, if someone is paying $0 for this lead magnet and they're getting so much knowledge, they're not going to action on it and they're not going to treat it the way it should be treated. Remember, if people are paying $0 towards this lead magnet, then the importance to them of this lead magnet will be quite low. So you want to make it impactful and you want to make sure that it is remembered. So focus on it focusing on one thing that it solves and solves well. Then you'll have people coming back to you for more, and then you can give them more information and more knowledge. You can nurture them more in the email sequences. You can do this on the consultation calls. You can do this in your paid offer. Just don't do it in your lead magnet. Too much information is never a good thing. Moving on to the next point when it comes to freebie mistakes that's stopping you from hitting your monthly revenue goals. And this mistake is a big one. A lot of businesses out there don't actually know their customer journey. What a lot of people are doing is building out an email list, but they have no idea how they're going to turn any of these people into paying customers, which is a crime basically. Because when someone signs up for your email list, that is when they are the warmest or hottest for your brand or your business. And as time goes on, they are eventually getting cooler and colder. So remember, you need to understand the journey someone needs to go through to turn from part of your audience into a prospect or a lead into then a client. You can easily do this by building out nurture sequences or making sure you have a welcome sequence when someone actually joins your email list. And one of the most powerful ways of actually doing this also is by making sure you have a CTA at the end of every single piece of content and every email you send. My next point when it comes to freebie mistakes that stop you from hitting your monthly revenue targets is your lead magnet is boring. I always say there's no excuse for having boring content. The same thing goes for your lead magnets. If your lead magnet is basic or low value, nobody is going to want it. Remember, everyone has an ebook out there. You may need to do something that's a bit more elaborate to entice more people, which means you are wasting your time producing it if your lead magnet is something that a lot of people already have. So make sure you're doing the correct market research first before you go about producing it. Remember, your main goal here is to build trust and authority, and you will not do that by doing something that everyone else is doing. This next point when it comes to freebie mistakes that's stopping you from hitting your monthly goals is a doozy. You don't promote your lead magnet enough. Now, the amount of clients I've had to tell over and over again to promote their stuff is ridiculous. I know you don't want to come across salesy, but you need to remember a few things. If you don't talk about it, nobody will know about it. And for all the people who do know about it, when you don't talk about it, you're signaling to them that it's not worth actually doing. People may say you come across salesy, but they're at least going to remember your product. Nobody is ever going to care about your product more than you do. So if you're showing to the world that you don't care about it, they're not going to care about it. So from now on, make sure you're talking about your freebies and your lead magnets and your products and your paid offers in your content, in your emails, and any chance you get. This is absolutely the best way to gain traction for them. People need to hear about your products and your freebies to actually buy them. Now that you've learned the mistakes that you need to avoid to get maximum results with your freebies, the next step is now to learn about inbound email marketing strategies that will catapult your lead magnet to more success. So try watching this video where I go through email marketing strategies which will improve the conversion rates that you get with your freebies and allow you to close more paying clients.